Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. First of all, I would like to thank for all of you who have seen my previous videos and you watched them, liked them, shared them, and especially if you subscribed, but I'm very glad that you are back for more. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to give you a big welcome. I'm very glad that you found me. Today we're gonna do the pick a card type of reading, a pick a deck where as you can see I have two decks prepared for you, and we're gonna do a classic pyramid style of reading where we're gonna look at the energies from the past, your current energies, and what you expect on the top in the future. So the way this really works, that you should just look at these two piles and think about which one is resonating with you. Is it the classic Rider-Waite blue tarot that is resonating with you or talking to you, or is it the green, the gilded tarot, that the gilded tarot royale that's kind of more calling you? And eventually we're gonna go through both decks and see what kind of messages they are having for you. And in the description you're going to be able to skip to the pile that you chose. So take a few moments and just meditate over these cards, whatever you feel is kind of calling you. But if you need more time, I think you can, this is the time where you can pause the video and think about it and continue after that. But let's get started. I want to start first with the blue pile. So the blue pile, let's get it going. The first card we have here is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is all about planning and forging a new path and making some kind of a decision which way to go. So if you look at this card, he is standing in his castle and he has really two wands, one of them what he already achieved and it's kind of keeping him bound, and the other one which is all about the freedom and he has the world in his hand. So what this means is really that it is indicating that whatever situation you are in, you already achieved a lot. You are achieved a status that you are enjoying, and you are still wondering that there's a whole new world out there, and you're kind of planning what else you should do to grow, what else you should do to make your life a little bit more exciting, a little bit more passionate. So what this means in business, this can be an indication that you've been very successful in your work, whether you have your own business, whether you are working for a company, and you achieved a lot, but you kind of know deep inside that there's more for you to conquer. There's a whole new world out there that you need to that you are kind of yearning towards. So what this really means that usually this card is all about making a decision. So some of you might be contemplating to go down two paths. So what that can be, for example, it can be that maybe you are employed, but you have two opportunities to choose from. One of them that and one of them might be a little bit more exciting, more challenging. It can also mean that some of you are currently employed and you are considering that whether you should open your own business, or it can be the other way around as well, that you might have your own business and you are wondering if you want to accept an offer of some sort. Whatever it is, you're making plans, you are thinking about what is the best opportunity for you, and usually what this card is also saying, that you're going to know which way to go. You're going to be guided to discover the whole new world. In terms of relationships, this card can indicate that some of you might be in an established relationship, and you might be wondering if this is the relationship that you want to stay in, or is there other relationships you want to explore. So this as I said, it can indicate some kind of a choice. So this choice can, in terms of a relationship, a choice between uh, being single and going into a relationship, or being in a relationship and becoming single. But it can also mean that you might have to choose between two people. So whatever it is, there's some kind of a decision that you had to make in the past. The next card we have here is the Star, which is an amazing card because it's all about hope, it's all about healing, and going through a positive time, and when things are getting better. This is the card of a wish fulfillment as well. So maybe some of you were able to make the decision, whatever you had to make, and you're very happy about this decision, whatever you made. Generally, the star is an indication that the universe is on your side. The universe is helping you to get through a situation that has been very hard for you. And it also an indication of better times are coming when you are hopeful, when you are very grateful for everything that you are achieving. So when I kind of look at it with the combination of the two of wands, it's a card that indicating that you went through some kind of a decision, and I think you are happy with the decision that you made because you've been wishing for that, you've been yearning for that change, whatever is going through in your life. Now the next card we have here is the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is an indication of a situation where you are feeling trapped. So this can be any kind of situation because it can be a job, it can be a project that's kind of halting, it can be a relationship that's you're feeling trapped, or it can be even the fact that maybe you've been single for a while and you don't see the way out. So whatever your situation is, this card is indicating that you're having a mental block. You don't know how to get out of a situation, whatever situation you are in. And what is very important with this card, that generally this card is an indication of a mental block, that you are not really seeing the way out because you don't necessarily want to see it. You don't want to make the decision, or maybe you've been kind of really wondering about this decision, whatever you've been facing. But again, with the Eight of Swords, the main message is that she is all of her ropes are very loose. She can get out of it easily, and she can remove this blindfold and get to the castle where she wants to go. So just think about your situation. I think whatever decision you've been wanting to make, even though it's your wish, somehow you've been hesitating to make that decision because of some mental blocks. Now the last card we do have here is the High Priestess. The High Priestess can be a card that's indicating that you need to listen to your inner voice, your inner guidance. Your intuition is really key to get out of this situation, whatever you are in. So this can be, again, if you are at work, this is the card that also can indicate some secrets. So maybe there are some secrets that you're not aware of, and that's what's kind of keeping you in this trapped situation. The High Priestess can be an indication of being very desirable as well. So in terms of work, it can be that maybe you're getting multiple offers and people are trying to recruit you. But it can also be an indication in terms of a love relationship, that maybe you are very desirable, multiple people want to date you, and that's kind of putting you in some kind of a block. But whatever your situation is, the High Priestess is always telling you to listen to your inner voice, listen to your inner guidance, and that's going to be helping you to get through the situation, whatever you are in, and get out of this mental block. Now the present, your reading continues with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of conflict. This is a card that indicates kind of like a heavy conflict that's based on some kind of a lack of communication. So you need to make sure that there's more communication in the area where you're struggling with. This is the card where everybody wants to win, and everybody wants to be kind of have their own way, but at the end nobody is really a winner. Somebody is being defeated, somebody is walking away from this situation. In terms of work, again, this can be some kind of project, some kind of a work situation, or your own business where you're dealing with a lot of conflict, where people are trying to be very competitive. Even in terms of relationship, this can mean some third-party situation where they are not honest with each other, and overall there's need to be better communication to move ahead. And the next card we have here is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is all about balance and partnership. So what this really means, this is generally indicating a relationship that is mutually beneficial for both parties. It can be a personal relationship, it can be a business relationship, whatever it is. This is something where people are able to make up from their previous issues. You're able to kind of have this conversation that at the end resolves the conflict you are in. And again, you do have three twos, the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the High Priestess, which is an indication that the number 222 might be a very significant one for you this time, and you need to probably look into it, what kind of message it has for you. 2 is all about balance. Maybe you need to find your balance a little bit, but it's also the card that you might need to find common ground, compromise, or seek peace with others in challenging situation. It is also a number that tells you that you need to listen to your inner guidance, your inner voice, your intuition to get out of the situation that you are. And we talked about it already with the High Priestess. But the Two of Cups is a really great sign that you are able to resolve the conflicts you are in, and you're making some kind of a commitment with each other that how you're going to move forward. And the last card we have here in the present is the Five of Pentacles. Now the Five of Pentacles is the card of lack. When you're feeling left out, you're feeling alone. This card can indicate of some kind of a loss as well that you're going through. Maybe some of you lost your business, lost your work, and you're kind of struggling, because this is the card of struggle when you are not able to you're feeling left out, right? You're feeling lack, you're feeling not enough. It might be that you've been trying to get your business or get back to work, but you've been very challenged to find your way back. Even in terms of relationship, it can mean some failed relationship, breakup, and divorce. Some of you might be alone for a while, and you're kind of need to have a little bit more self-confidence to kind of get back and trust yourself. Five of Pentacles can also mean, in terms of relationship, that some of you might be a single parent, and that might be actually causing you some challenges in terms of finding a partner. So whatever the situation is, Five of Pentacles, when you look at it, they're outside in the cold, and the church is there to help them. So there's always help. So whoever, whatever your situation is, try to figure out who can help you. But what is the most important message of the Five of Pentacles is being grateful. So try to be grateful every day for whatever you have, and that's going to be able to get you to a better mental, a better position where you're going to be able to manifest whatever happiness you are looking for. And the next card, which is which is looking at your future, is the Five of the King of Pentacles. But before we get to the future, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that's an indication that this reading has resonated with you and helped you. And you can also help me by increasing the channel so more people get the message they need. And for you, it is only a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed the like and subscribe button if you haven't done them yet. But again, I'm always happy to read in the comment what's going on in your life. So back to your future outcome. The King of Pentacles is an amazing card to have, whether you are here for love and relationship, or whether you are here for money, business, finances, because the King of Pentacles is all about stability. Obviously, being Pentacles, it's a very materialistic card, which indicates financial stability, abundance, and building your own empire, right? The King of Pentacles has all the resources that he needs to take care of everybody in his empire. This can indicate successful businesses, being in a leadership position, and making a lot of money, achieving great status, and you know, being in a great, comfortable, luxurious position. So the King of Pentacles is great. It shows that, you know, whatever you've been working for, working very hard, you're gonna be rewarded very abundantly for it, and you're gonna be very successful. Even in terms of relationship, the King of Pentacles can indicate a stable relationship where loyalty is a key component of the relationship, where everybody is really taking care of each other. It is also kind of a little conservative energy, based on conservative values, and not taking risk as well. So whatever you're kind of trying to do, the King of Pentacles is telling you, don't make risky movements. Now, the next card we have here is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is indicating that you have some anxiety going on. So I think this current situation where you feel lack is definitely connected to the Five of Pentacles. You're gonna be trying to get over this, and even though you have it's bothering you, like you know, this, especially if you've been impacted financially. I can see that it's keeping you awake all night, and it's very important that you clear your head. You do have the King of Pentacles, who's very abundant. And when I did the reading, I had two cards coming up to the top, the initial spread. So you have here the Eight of Wands, and you do have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is indicating that you have some mental block. Right, like it's very connected to the energy of the Nine of Swords. There's some kind of a decision that you're gonna have to make, and this decision is not easy for you to make, because you have some choices. This can again be a choice between businesses, employment, relationships, whatever it is. This card is generally indicating that you are in your head, and you are kind of trying to keep the status quo, and you're not willing to discover new paths, because you know, in the story behind this card, that she has to go to the island behind her to discover new abundance. So you need to think about what is the mental block that's not helping you to explore new things. Again, you do have, it's another two. You have 4 twos in this reading. So I think to listen to your inner voice is very important, and maybe you've been seeing the number 2 in all sorts of combinations. I would really recommend you to look it up, what it can mean. And then you do have the 8 of Wands, which is indicating that something coming into your life. It can be a message, a contract of any kind, where things are gonna speed up. This is a fast moving card. It can also be an indication of travel. It can be a contract, a business news, but it can be also, like, you know, if you're here for love reading, it can be that you know, the arrows of Cupid's gonna find you, and you're gonna have to make some kind of this decision. Maybe a love is coming into your life that's gonna be very fast, and that's gonna make you confused, or some kind of a business offer is coming in that gonna make you hesitant and not to know how you want to continue. Whatever it is, really important to listen to your inner voice. You do have the moon on the 2 of Swords. You do have the moon on the High Priestess, and you have the 2s, which is generally indication that you need to listen to your inner voice. Whatever you're going through, that's going to help you to guide you. So dear Pile Blue, that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading resonated with you, and I'll be able to welcome you again, and I hope that I'll see you again. All right, so now we're gonna do the green pile. So pile green, I hope that you're having a great time. First, we're going to look at what are the energies that are impacting you from the past. Your reading starts with the moon energy. The moon is all about having fears, having anxiety, being in the shadows. Generally, what this card kind of represents, that you're kind of afraid of something. And one of the best examples that I read about this card was that described that, you know, the moon indicates that energy that you're kind of not afraid to go through a forest during the day, but during the night you might be. So it is something that these fears are coming from your inside, from your thought process. But generally, one of the most important message of the moon, that you need to follow your instincts, whatever you go through. And if you follow your instincts, you go down the path of following your instincts, you're gonna get rewarded. The moon can also mean secrets. So some of you, there might be some information that you're not aware of, something that are still in the shadows, and you might discover these secrets. The next card we do have here is the Hermit. The Hermit is all about going on an inner journey and figuring out what is that really makes you happy. So this can be kind of anything. What's really important with the Hermit, that you're kind of going inside, and an inside journey. This can be meditation. This can be just, you know, being alone, spending some time with your own thought process and thinking about what is the path you want to go down. And eventually what's very important with the Hermit, that at the end of this road he figures it out, he gets enlightenment, and knows how to move forward. Especially with the moon, it's very important for you to listen to your inner guidance, your instinct, when you are thinking about how you want to continue your journey. So what this can mean in terms of work and money, career, finance, that you've been wondering what is that makes you happy, what is how you want to continue your career path, and what is the passion that drives you, and you're kind of wondering how you can get on it, how you can change your path in terms of finding your true happiness. Even in terms of relationship, you might be rethinking your how you approach relationships. As a general rule of thumb, you're rethinking, if you're in an existing relationship, you are rethinking your relationship, what are your expectations. And even if you're single, the Hermit might be indicating that you might be alone for a while, and you are rethinking in terms of what you would like to achieve from your partners, from relationships as a whole. Now the next card we do have here is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is it's first of all can mean some kind of a message, some kind of an enlightenment, where you are discovering what it is that makes you happy. It's a card that indicates a new beginning as well. So for some of you, this can mean some kind of a new job, a new relationship, a new some kind of a new beginning that makes you very excited, especially from a mental perspective. The Ace of Swords can mean enlightenment as well, where you kind of have a breakthrough moment, especially with the Hermit. It's a clear indication that you've been thinking about what is that you want to achieve, what is that you makes you happy, and the Ace of Swords is an indication that you're getting the enlightenment, you're getting the breakthrough moment, where you're discovering your true happiness. It can also be an indication of some kind of a message coming in, or a contract, or a letter, or an email, any kind of message that helps you to find the clarity that you need. And the last card we have here in the past is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a great card because this is the card of balance, happiness, and achieving everything that you desire. This is the card that's indicating that you went through some hard time, and after the hard time, you're finding what makes you happy, right? So you do have the rainbows on it, which is definitely an indication that you went through some stormy period of time, where now you are seeing the results, seeing the benefits of what you've been working for. So overall, what I can see that, you know, you've been going through some inner journey, you've been listening to your inner guidance, and I think you've been gaining the clarity that you need to find your true happiness. So let's see what's indicating you in the present. The first card in the present is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is the card that can kind of indicate that you are making some kind of an assessment. You are making an assessment that whatever you've been working on, is it worth? Is it something that that's worth continuing? So whatever you are in your journey, whether you are in a business or whether you are here for relationship, you've been kind of wondering that whatever effort you've been putting in, is it reaping you the rewards? Again, the Seven of Pentacles can also mean that your manifestations are coming true. You're reaching the rewards for all the hard work that you've been working towards. So if you are here for money, career, finance, what the Seven of Pentacles is indicating, that you're going to get the position, you're going to get the finances that you are wanting. But it can be also a sign that, you know, you are kind of just reevaluating, is this the path that I want to continue on? Is this what makes me happy? Even in terms of relationship, you are rediscovering what makes you happy, and kind of reassessing if you're in an existing relationship, if this is what you want to continue on. Or even in terms of if you're single, you might be just reassessing, you know, how to move forward on your path. But as I said, this is a card of manifestations coming true as well. So this card can mean that you're gonna find the relationship that you are looking for. Now the next card we do have here is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card that indicates some kind of a pause, some kind of a recovery that you're going through. What that really means that, you know, the Four of Swords indicates, it comes after the Three of Swords, which is the card of heartbreak. So some of you might have gone through some hard time, whether it's career or relationship, and you are recovering from that pain, what you went through. This is the card that indicates that you've been pausing, you've been thinking, you've been meditating in terms of how to continue. And with the Hermit, I think what I can really see that you've been on a long pause, probably a longer pause that you've been hoping for, whether you are here for money, career, finance, or a relationship. Maybe some of you lost your job in the past and you are reconsidering what you're trying to do. Whatever you are here for, the Four of Swords is indicating that you're kind of on a break that is, even though you feel that nothing is happening, but things are happening in the background. It's kind of a pause that's very creative, because, you know, maybe you are having this aha moment with the Ace of Swords that helps you to discover whatever makes you happy. And even with the Four of Swords, what's really important, that generally this card has a blessing in the background. So whatever you're going through, it's actually a blessing for you, because you're gonna be able to discover something that's gonna be very rewarding. And the next card we have here is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is the card of competition, conflict. So what that means is that you know, when you look at this card, it's an indication that you have people from various backgrounds trying to compete with each other. If you're here for money, career, finance, this card is indicating that you are in a very competitive market, and it's very hard to get through because the competition is big, and you're kind of in this assessment mode. Is this something that's worth for me continuing doing or not? If you are here for a relationship, this card can also indicate that there's a lot of competition in the love scene. Maybe you are interested in somebody, and many other people are interested in that person. But it can be also the other way, that maybe you have a lot of options to choose from. So there's some kind of a competition that's going here, and you're kind of wondering, is this something that I should continue or not? But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that's indicating me that this reading helped you. And you can also help me by growing the channel and making sure that the message gets out to more people. And for you, that's only a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed the like and subscribe buttons. But I'm always happy to see as well in the comment section what's going on in your lives, if you're happy to share that. So your future, the final outcome, is indicated by the Knight of Pentacles, which is a great card to have, whether you're here for money, career, finance, or love and relationship, because this card brings you some kind of an offer. The challenge with the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving card. So some of you might be, especially if you've been in this waiting period of time, you've been kind of hoping to have a faster-moving knight to come in, because you know, knights are all about action. The challenge with the Knight of Pentacles, that it is the slowest knight, because he's very meticulous. He's doing everything by the book, and he is he's not a fast moving one, but because he makes everything by the book, and he's very reliable, it's an indication of an offer, a new start, that's definitely a solid offer that you can count on, right? The Knight of Pentacles always brings results. So I think whatever you've been working towards, like, you've been wondering about this, especially it is connected to the Seven of Pentacles. It is definitely, you've been wondering, is it something worth for me to continue, because it's been quite a long time. But what I can see from the Knight of Pentacles, that yes, it is worth to continue, because the Knight of Pentacles is always delivering. Not fast. It's not something that you'll get rich from one day to the other, but on the long run, it's a very solid card that always brings results and abundance. One thing with the Knight of Pentacles, that he can be a little bit stubborn to try new things. So maybe some of you need to think about how to approach things from a different perspective. But if you're here for love and relationship, again, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's very reliable, somebody who's very faithful, somebody you can count on. And it might be, this card can indicate you, it can indicate another person, or just the energy of the card. So whatever you're here, even though you've been on a long pause, something lucrative is coming into your life. And the next card we have here is the Emperor, which is such a great card because the Emperor is in control. So this, again, it can indicate you, it can indicate another person, or the energy of the card. The Emperor is very organized. He is very structured, and he knows how to be successful, how to create stability, how to reach whatever he wants to achieve. When you look at the Emperor, he has all the energies of all of the kings, and it's a very great card to have, especially if you're here for money, career, finance, because he's very successful. He knows how to make money. He knows how to achieve everything he wants to achieve. If you are looking for a job, this card can be a sign that maybe you need to be a little bit more organized, a little bit more structured in your job search. But the Emperor can mean a person that can indicate that that will bring you this offer with the Knight of Pentacles. But it can also be a sign that you might be getting into a leadership position with the Emperor card. If you're here for love and relationship reading, generally the Emperor indicates a male energy who is older, and generally this person creates a lot of stability and brings lots of it has a good impact on your life. But the challenge of the Emperor, that he is not good to show his emotions. So you might have to a little bit more patient with him, because that's not his strength. If you are a male, or you have more of a male energy, this can indicate that maybe you need to show your emotions a little bit better. But let's see the last card. Boom, you have the Six of Wands, which is the card of success. So I think whatever you're going through, and you've been through this long pause, the Six of Wands is indicating that you're gonna be very successful. So if you're here for money, career, finance, the Six of Wands is indicating that you're gonna achieve the goals that you're trying to do. If you want a job, you're gonna get the job, the promotion that you want. If you're working on your own business, you're gonna be successful, right? So we talked about the slow and steady progress of the Knight of Pentacles. I think on the long run, you're gonna be very happy and successful. But even in terms of relationships, the Six of Wands is indicating that you're going to be in the center of attention, and you're going to be able to find the type of relationship that you want to do, so, or you want to be in. So overall, part 2, I think this is a very, very positive reading, because I can see that you've been going through some pause, you've been going through some self-discovery, where you're actually able to figure out what makes you happy, what is that you want to do, and you've been kind of in an assessment. You've been wondering whether it is worth continue doing, and maybe it's been taking a little bit longer than you've been hoping for. But what I can see with the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Six of Wands, that whatever you're trying to achieve, you're going to be very successful. You need to be patient because, as I said, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy, but overall you're going to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So dear pile 2 or green, that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading resonated with you. I'll be able to welcome you again.